2, 1. What's up, Nutty
What's up,
Buddies?
Nutty Buddies? My name's Chandler, and this beautiful man to my right is Peanut, aka Blain. But if you call him Blain, you're wrong. We've been best friends for a while, and we talk about every day. We mainly talk about sports because we know ball. That's all we know is ball. So we're gonna be mixing in random things throughout the podcast as well, and hope you guys enjoy. Hopefully we can get this going and make a lot of podcasts and come out with what, maybe like one a week eventually, something like
probably.
that.
I like to make excuses, so
That is true.
It'll be like 2 weeks every now and then. We'll get them out, but hopefully we.
All right, well, let's get into it, Nut.
All right, brother. We're gonna hop right into it. We're a couple weeks past Super Bowl here. Got a big old W for the Chiefs. Beat
Awesome
the
Super
Eagles,
Bowl.
38-35. Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs are a dynasty now, obviously, at this point, I feel.
Yeah, I would agree for sure. They just lost Eric Bieniemy, which is interesting.
I'm pretty sure that he was just designing plays, though, so we'll see.
You think it's going to be a big miss with him leaving?
No, I think Andy Reid and Mahomes draw up whatever the hell they want. I mean, Bieniemy could have been the guy who said, "Hey, let's do the tilt-a-whirl, run around in circles, spin around, that kind of thing." But I mean, Andy Reid's still Andy Reid. He calls the plays during the game for the most part, so like they're gonna win.
Yeah, for sure.
Mahomes has been to nothing but conference championships and Super Bowls at this point in his career. It's like,
Yeah, I mean they're pretty set. They with how they structured things this year around the receiving core that they pretty much just threw together in the middle of the season. They got Tony, they don't have they don't need to shape their team like a lot of other NFL teams do, because they got the guy. But yeah, I think it's fair to say they're how many do you think they'll win? Like
Tom,
would you be surprised if Mahomes didn't win another Super Bowl?
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think they're already the favorites next year to win, like odds-on favorites already. Obviously, they just won it, so it kind of helps. But it also helps when you got that number 15 guy and Travis Kelce. So
Yeah, I think they're probably. I mean, before Reed retires, I bet you they win another one. I would think.
like it's just they're at least going to be back, if anything. Like they're definitely going to win another one in his career. There's no way he retires with two. Right now he's a two-time Super Bowl MVP, a two-time MVP, and a two-time Super Bowl winner. It's him, Brady, and Montana. Like he's already up there. Like he's that guy already. And
that team's in shape too to just get better when it comes to their young players.
absolutely,
they're so set, dude.
Doesn't matter if he makes 50 million, 60 million, like whatever they want to pay him, whatever he wants to take, it'll be fine. It's Patrick Mahomes. He's like the LeBron James of the NFL at this point.
Yep.
A lot about Mahomes. But I mean, he is the Chiefs at this point, if we're being honest with ourselves.
And the thing about them too is if they do have a situation where they're not strong in a certain area, they can go to free agency, trading, like that kind of stuff. Who doesn't want to come play with Patrick Mahomes? Who doesn't want to be in that situation? So it's it's a destination spot now because you're going to be playing with the best quarterback in the NFL.
They already had that a little bit. Like they got Carlos Dunlap a ring on the defensive side. Like speaking of the defense, I think that their defense, yes, gave up 35 points. Jalen Hurts played phenomenal. Obviously, Nick Bolton was like the star in the defense just because he was at the right place at the right time almost twice. Should have been twice. But I think that defense is a lot better than they give him credit for. So I think that's going to help him out a lot too. I love Steve Spagnuolo. besides him being a head coach for the Rams, because that was fucking awful.
Yeah, could have been better.
Yeah, but he's a great D coordinator. So I think their defense is going to continue to get better. Like, they put in a bunch of rookies this year and performed good enough to win a Super Bowl. So, like...
Yeah, it'll be interesting what they do from a receiving standpoint for sure. I'm excited for how they go about the offseason. Because you got Juju on the contract. They're going to have to figure out what they're doing with him. MVS. There's a lot of guys that they could try to pull in, free agent wide receivers, if they let them guys go, you know?
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting for sure.
Do you think Juju should come back? I mean, he's going to get, what, like $10 million? Probably.
I bet you Juju walks.
Yeah,
I bet you he goes somewhere else.
They don't need to bring him back, in all honesty. Like, he played great in the Super Bowl. Like, helped them win that Super Bowl game. Was the other weapon outside of Travis Kelce, basically.
Mm-hmm. I bet you Juju probably want too much money, and Chiefs will say, see you later.
I mean, they gave up Tyreek Hill, so I don't think they're going to be sad if they lose Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yep, life will go on without Juju.
So, Tom's got, what, 6 rings? Or does he have 7?
Yeah,
is it 6 or 7?
6, right?
Chris has 6. Does Mahomes get to that level? Do we? I already think that Mahomes is on the Brady hate level. Like, people, they're the media, however you would, the media, some Donald Trump shit, but they're already like loving to hate Mahomes. That's the way I feel. Like, they're gonna ride Mahomes as hard as they can. They already do. He flips a pass underhand like it's a fucking softball, and everybody loses their minds on Twitter and Instagram about it. People are already fed up over that. So he's gonna reach a Brady hate already, like, very easily, in my opinion.
Yeah. So what was the question? Is he gonna pass Brady?
He's gonna get to that.
And
like,
rings?
6. No, not the 6.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about, like, just that level. He's gonna get to that Brady level, to where, like, it's an art. Like, nobody will probably gonna touch 6. Like, if anything, it will be Patrick Mahomes. But, like, say Mahomes gets 4, and he's already the best thrower of the football of all time.
So it's like Jordan LeBron type deal. So basically. Mahomes is LeBron. Okay. I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, Mahomes is like, I mean, obviously we haven't watched a whole lot. Like, we don't, the history of the NFL, we don't know about them older guys. But, like, from what I've seen in my lifetime, there ain't nobody touching Mahomes. Like, he is just clearly the best. And that's with, you know, we've seen a good chunk of Brady, like, the whole career of him, really, you know? Yeah,
I mean, we saw Aaron. Well, Aaron's still playing. Came out of the shadows, but
I think Mahomes killing anybody I've seen. I don't think it's even close. I think he's that good, dude.
All right, so you think Mahomes? Who do you have? I'll give you a pick one. So Mahomes or whoever I say. Brett Favre.
Mahomes.
Throwing the football, not just like
Mahomes.
A career. So like physical talent. So Brett Favre, you say Mahomes. Aaron Rodgers.
Mahomes. But that one's closer. But still Mahomes, bro. Like,
Tom Brady.
Mahomes.
Yeah. How about Michael Vick?
Mahomes.
Cannon.
Mahomes.
What about I'm pretty sure Mac Jones set the all-time completion percentage.
Shut the fuck.
Or Sam Bradford did, so what about them?
Dude, Mahomes is legit. He's awesome.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'll ever see anybody as good. Like, because he's talented and like got the success under his belt. Like, it's ridiculous. And he's only 27 years old. Yeah. Like, it is crazy the stuff that he's doing right now.
All right, last one. You ready? Cam Newton.
You better chill out.
Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. Don't answer that question. That's the GOAT right there. Hall of Famer, first ballot. That's a different story for a different day. So we kind of got into it. All we've talked about really is Mahomes, but he is the Chiefs. They played a great game, continued to be better. Special teams showed up. Sky Moore, great punt return to end it. Sean Payton had even mentioned, I heard on the Pat McAfee show, like off air.
Tony punt return.
Tony, yeah, that's what it was. Sorry, not Sky Moore. Good call. But I saw, or I heard that Sean Payton was talking to Pat McAfee's show after they got off the air, and he was like, "Just wait. There's going to be one special teams play that's going to make the difference." And Sean Payton's right. So look out for them in Denver. I guess he can predict the future.
They was talking on one of the sports talk shows I was listening to the other day, which like really brought up a good point, and like it's clear like whenever you hear it. But aside from the Hurts fumble touchdown, defensive touchdown, and the punt return, the Eagles really outplayed them like a good amount of that game. You know, those were two obviously like huge plays for the Chiefs, but you know, credit to the Eagles for sure. Like they really put up a fight in that game, and a couple things go their way in that game. Like it's different.
They get that stop on the holding call. Bradbury. We'll get into that later because Juju couldn't help himself but to stir up bullshit.
It is kind of crazy though to think about that. Like just them little things, like they really add up, and you know, especially with a game like that, that's a field goal game. Biggest game that a lot of them dudes on the field are going to play in their life, and just, you know, stuff like that could add up and change the outcome of everything.
Well, I mean, Hurts went from having about a minute 10, minute 15, I think, whenever that hold came, to having like 6 seconds.
Yeah, they pretty much took the ball out of his hands.
Yeah, they're like Mahomes got in field goal position last year, 2 years ago, with Kelsey over in the middle of the field and finding the soft spot. Like that was in 14, 17 seconds or something like that. They had no timeouts. So it's like possible. People can do that now. Obviously Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes, but like, so I would have loved for it to go out a better way than that. I would have loved for that holding call not to happen. But they ultimately, like that, if it didn't go their way because they were making the mistakes. Like ultimately. Like they play good, but I don't know. Well, so back to Mahomes then. So we go into the ranks all time here. Where you got him?
All time. Got Brady. Got Montana.
Peyton
Manning.
Favre, Rodgers.
I mean, are you saying if Mahomes retire right now?
No, I'm talking about, well, yeah.
Because I think
right now.
If he retired right now,
I mean,
because I think Mahomes is going to finish at least 3. At least. I think he's going to be over Peyton. I think he's going to be. I mean, it depends how his career ends up, but if he just does what like we assume, at least 3. If things go well for him, he could jump Montana for sure.
That's fair. I mean, I never saw Joe Montana play. I'm just going off his stats.
Yeah,
what other people say? I think Montana.
But what I'm saying is, I think he could end up with maybe 5 rings if things go well. Because he got 2 right now. He's 27. You know.
That's very true. I mean, personally, I think that like Aaron Rodgers and Mahomes, like they are the great talents without the rings. I mean, Mahomes yet, Rodgers in his career.
Yeah.
Sorry, Aaron, but
well, Mahomes got the rings.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 2. Does that put you in like upper echelon? I mean,
hell yeah, it does. Hell yeah, it does, bro.
I'm just.
You don't think so?
I'm thinking about Tom Brady. Tom Brady's got 6. Like that's the level. Michael Jordan got 6.
I think I want to look it up.
I hope
right now. List. I mean, think of quarterbacks who have 2 Super Bowls. Peyton, Eli, Brady.
Tom Brady has 7 rings. I've been talking this entire time about 6. It's 7.
Damn, I'm tripping.
That's ridiculous. Sorry for everybody who's just now catching up to it. It's 7.
These dudes probably like, what are they talking about?
Moron. Fucking 7 rings. Somebody fact check this dude. Yeah, 7 rings. No one's touching Brady, actually. I lied. No one's going to touch even close to 7 rings. Mahomes probably be at 4 or 5, I think. And that still feels like light years away from 7. Because Brady ended up going to.
Jeez, dude, this is ridiculous. Okay, quarterbacks with more than one Super Bowl win. Roger Staubach, Bart Starr, Big Ben, Jim Plunkett. I don't even know who the hell that is. Do you know who that is? Jim Plunkett.
Is he a Packer or a Brown? I have
no idea. I've never heard of that dude. Peyton Manning, Eli Manning, John Elway, Mahomes, Aikman, Montana, Bradshaw, Brady. That's it.
Okay, yeah. Well, Terry Bradshaw. Didn't watch him play, but I can only imagine he was rolling around the field the way he looks like. Sorry, Terry.
But yeah, I think Mahomes going to finish top 5 for sure all time. Well, I mean, 1,000%. He might be there already.
Well, I mean, from that list alone, I mean, he's already up there. I guess I'm an idiot, but
you're not an idiot.
Two Super Bowls is, I'll admit it. 2 Super Bowls is big. That's big time. Now on to another GOAT topic here. Travis Kelce might just be the best receiver in the league, let alone tight end.
Yeah.
Best tight end ever? Question mark.
I wonder. So you know how obviously at the beginning of the season, Kansas City let Tyreek walk.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how the season would have went if they kept Tyreek and let Kelce walk.
Not nearly the same. Blake Bell and Noah Gray catching footballs from the tight end spot? Hell no. He's open every play.
But then you still got Tyreek. You know.
He's open every play.
He is. He is always open.
He's
automatically open always.
I got some
Doesn't
stats
matter.
for you here. I did some digging here. So Travis Kelce, Gronk, and Tony G. That's the top 3. I mean, these top 3 modern. Antonio Gates played for fucking forever, but like towards the end of his career, he wasn't Antonio Gates. Tony G, when he played in Kansas City and when he played with the Falcons, was that guy. Like the entire career. Gronk went out with a bang with the Super Bowl championship after coming back. He is that guy.
Yep.
My argument for top 3 all time here. So Travis Kelce has played in 144 games. Gronk played in 143 in his career.
Wow.
So we have like a very good comparison between those two. And then,
that's kind of crazy.
Yeah. And then Tony Gonzalez is 270 games. So Tony Gonzalez like doubled him. So like his rate stats are going to be like way different. So I mean, I guess he wasn't as effective like later in his career, but he's still great. So Kelce has 814 receptions to Gronk 621 and Tony G's 1325.
Kelce gonna pass Tony.
Probably if he keeps this up. I mean, hell, if he plays double the games, he's gonna have 300 more receptions than him at this rate. So like it won't even be close. Yards. Oh, sorry. So that Travis Kelce rank, the receptions is 4th for Travis Kelce in that regard. Gronk is 10th, and then Tony G's 1st. So in yards now, Kelce has 10,344 reception yards. Gronk 9,286, and Tony G's first all time was 15,127. Travis Kelce averages 72 yards per game at the tight end.
That's ridiculous.
Tony Gonzalez 56, Gronk 64.9. Like yardage wise, greatest of all time there. Then you go to yards per catch. Gronk, surprisingly, is at 15. I never would have expected him to be that high. That's second all time. Kelce only at 12.7 with 8th, that's 8th. So, like, I kind of get that with the little checkdowns, middle of the field, that kind of
That's
stuff.
what I was going to say. I think it's kind of interesting because, like, you know, some of them Patriots teams back then would, like, be more so, like, run heavy, would you say?
Yeah. I mean, they're
Kansas City's offense.
Play action.
Kansas City's offense has always relied on the pass, like
Yeah.
super pass heavy. They don't ever run for the most part, you know. So like, do you think that kind of? I mean, obviously it does help Kelce out a lot, but because that offense has been running through him pretty much his whole career.
Well, I mean, and then you look at touchdowns even. Travis Kelce is already 6th all-time in touchdowns. He's got 69 regular season touchdowns.
Wow.
Nice, right? Gronk, another world, 92. Gronk played 143 games, and he scored 92 times.
That's crazy.
Kelce, 144 games, scored 69 times. Tony G, 270, scored 111 times, second all-time. I think Antonio Gates is probably the top of that list.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the thing is, he is kind of older in the sense of a football player. I don't know how long he's going to want that to go on. You know what I mean? He's 33.
Yeah. He probably got... Damn, that's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy seeing Mahomes without Kelce.
They need to get Kyle Pitts over there.
Shit, nobody wants to throw him the ball in Atlanta. May as well.
For real.
Absolute fantasy bust.
You should just trade it to me. Just get over it and just trade it to me.
Drafted him on both my damn leagues. Fantasy bust. Both. Anyway.
You know who didn't bust in fantasy? I'm going to keep up these great segues, by the way.
Who?
I got great ones. Jalen Hurts.
That is true.
Yeah. I wish
Jalen Hurts was a fantasy baller.
I'm looking up his total points this year. Finished 10th among all QBs.
Huh. I think that'd be higher.
Sorry. Was it 10? I don't know. Anyways, you think he's elite at this point? Is he top 10?
Top 10. Yeah. I would say top 10, yeah. You think?
Yeah, you starting a team with him over Josh Allen?
No. Are you?
Bro, I'm telling you, I'm turning into a Josh Allen hater.
Ooh.
I really think I'm turning into a Josh Allen hater.
I don't think I would start. No. Because I think Josh Allen throws it better. Even though Hurts, he can throw it. That was like his biggest knock, right? And he proved everybody wrong.
Yeah.
But Allen is... I would go Allen over Hurts still, for sure. I would say Hurts probably just outside the top 5. Maybe.
Yeah, so Hurts was number 3 last year in fantasy. So I was way off. Number 3 in fantasy. Probably, or most definitely, top 10 in our hearts at this point. I think he's definitely past that elite mark. I think he's MVP level. He's going to finish second, or he did finish second in the MVP voting. Like, he's definitely elite, and I think we could get past that subject in terms of, like, the narrative around that. Not in this conversation.
So,
he needs to get paid.
Okay, you would obviously take Mahomes over Hurts?
Yeah.
Would you take Herbert over Hurts?
No. Not a winner. How about
Allen
that?
over Hurts?
Right now, no. I'm going to tell you no. Might be the first person to do that.
Trevor Lawrence?
No, I'm not a Trevor Lawrence guy either. I'm a hater, bro.
So you think you think Hurts is like 2, 3?
I'd take him probably 3. Mahomes, Burrow, Hurts. That's recency bias, like fucking crazy, but like, I don't think Allen's really proven. I mean, Jalen Hurts went to the Super Bowl. Josh Allen hasn't done that yet. And granted, like the Eagles roster is insane, but like,
I'm interested to see next year. That's why I don't want to hop on Hurts too hard, because like, look, everything he did this year was awesome.
Do you think he's Dak 2.0?
I don't want to wish that upon anybody. Don't get me started about that dude right now. But I'm interested to see Philly's roster moves this offseason, how they go about all the free agents that they have, and they have to sign Hurts. Hurts is on a contract.
Did you see that tweet that our good old buddy Austin Basson sent us?
No, what'd he say?
He said it's really a shame that people are going to have to realize, or something like that Jalen Hurts is going to get paid and still throw to A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and Dallas Goedert, and have the best offensive line in football. Like, that's still going to happen. Those two things will exist at the same time.
Well, the offensive side of the ball is probably going to be fine. I don't doubt that. They're losing a lot of defensive guys, most likely. So that'll be interesting.
Good thing.
I got pulled up their free agents. Fletcher Cox, free agent. Quinn, Graham, Hargrave, Bradbury, TJ Edwards, Sue, Joseph. Like, they got a lot of dudes who are... They're how many of them are they going to bring back?
I don't think they're bringing back Bradbury because they voided his contract, and people are calling him soft for admitting to holding juju and all that good stuff. But whatever.
Is Fletcher Cox gonna retire? Is Jason Kelce gonna retire? Like, these are big pieces that could not be back.
I don't think Jason Kelce's coming back. Just the sort of the reactions that he's had. He seems at peace. Like, what better way? I mean, the only better way to go out is winning a Super Bowl. I mean, losing it to your brother in front of your mom, they're talking on their podcast and just so happy, their mom got that week of fame and they're crying. Oh, yeah.
And that was probably so awesome for her.
Oh, it gives me goosebumps, bro. She got a week of fame. That's all they're talking about. They're so happy. I can't imagine. I can't imagine not retiring after that because there's no guarantee he's gonna go through another fucking 8 months of this shit, the grind to potentially get back and have a worse result. And there's only one result that's better than that. So
yeah,
I think he's done. Fletcher Cox, they bring him back every year, but they got good D tackles, bro. They're either gonna have to re-sign Cox or Hargraves. I really hope Hargraves comes to Carolina. So I prefer.
I think I seen a ranking of all free agents, and they had Hargraves listed third among all free agents.
Bro, I was like, who the hell is this dude? Last year, watching the Eagles play the Panthers, I'm pretty sure he had 3 sacks, at D tackle. It was what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, he's a beast, dude. He is.
They did let them down the Super Bowl, though, that defense.
Yeah, that is true.
I mean, Chiefs
also,
defense didn't
bringing that up, not to mention OC, DC, both gone.
Oh, shit, yeah.
We didn't even mention that.
Nick Sirianni.
So, I mean, Philly's got their work cut out for them next year, and it'll be interesting because they always seem to find a way to make it look good,
Yeah.
Philly always is they make look what they did in the offseason last year. They made just the right moves.
Where they got Reddick locked in for 3 years.
So, I mean, I wouldn't doubt if they pull it off, but right now, I mean, they got their work cut out for them for sure.
The defensive side, going to be a lot of draft picks, I think they'll probably build heavy there. They got 2 first-rounders. If they don't trade up, take somebody.
Yeah, it just pisses me off whenever I look at the draft and see Philly with 2 first-rounders.
If they can take the Panthers pick at 9, we'll trade back. I'm now the GM for the Carolina Panthers. I would prefer... You want to
trade back?
I would take the 2 first that the Eagles have. I think they're great, set up great for the future, despite everybody leaving. I would rather have the 2 first than, the 9 at that point. 9's way too far down for me.
Yeah.
But their future is great. I mean, Jalen Hurts... we talk about Patrick Mahomes. I'm riding Jalen Hurts hard right now. I'm picking him over Josh Allen. That future is great if that's the case. If he actually
be interesting to see what he's willing to take money wise too with that contract.
He's gonna get whatever Lamar does.
Well, you
That's
see it, man. You see how them big old contracts have been shaping up. It's
I
not good.
yeah, I think that a lot of the runners like Josh Allen, Lamar, like the more mobile guys, I think that the larger deals are probably going to have to be structured a little different. I mean, Deshaun Watson, for whatever reason, Cleveland Browns threw money like he was a massage therapist. That was a stupid joke, but like I think there's gonna have to be a lot of guaranteed money, but a lot of these runners, there's gonna be incentives for that guaranteed money, or there's going to be, because if they get hurt, there's a Kyler Murray situation, like where yeah, he's good, but he's not great, and he's hurt. So
Yeah.
like Kyler got paid already.
Well, I know a lot of Philly fans are probably hoping that he takes more of a friendly deal so they can distribute that money, you know, around the rest of their roster. But he's a guy who has been doubted his whole career, just went to the Super Bowl. You know, he's probably thinking, like, I deserve it now, you know.
Yeah, they're so young around though. Like AJ
Yeah.
Brown signed that big deal, and he's 25.
Mm-hmm. Devontae's gonna, what,
2
next
years ago,
year?
he's winning the Heisman.
Is it next year he's
2
off of
years
his
ago.
rookie deal?
Yeah, something like that. He got drafted the same year as Hurts.
That's right. Hurts went in the second, didn't he?
Or was that the year that they took fucking Jalen Rager?
No. Hurts was after that year. I think he was same year as Devontae. That sounds right.
Got drafted in 2020. So yeah. Jalen Rager was drafted in 2020. So
Oh, so it was the Rager year.
Yeah. So
Wow.
what? I thought that they hit gold. No, it was they shit the fucking bed in the first and saved themselves in the second, despite drafting a quarterback with $180 million quarterback on the roster. Regardless, I mean they're gonna be, their future's so bright in my opinion. Like they're gonna have a great quarterback. They'll have the great O-line, all the weapons. Hopefully they figure out on defense. Nick Sirianni seems to be a great play caller. I think he was calling plays. At least he's a great offensive mind.
I don't think he was calling plays, was he?
I'm not sure, but he was great in Indy. Like Jonathan Taylor, look what happened, and then Nick Sirianni comes in and.
You know, the last time team won the division back-to-back years in the NFC East.
Oh, it's been like 20 years, hasn't it?
2003 and 2004.
Literally 20 years. I think I should get a sticker for that one. That's wild. So you thinking the Salad Cowboys? Are they gonna come back next year?
I hope. I hope. I don't know. We'll see. We got some work to do in the off season as well. And that whole division, man, like, I think there's a world where the Commanders could be good next year, the Giants could be good next year, Cowboys could be good next year, and the Eagles. I mean,
let's test that Salad fandom on for size here. Who do you think's gonna win the division next year?
that's too early.
No, answer the question.
With the current rosters, like if the season started tomorrow,
Yeah.
Philly.
Thank you. All right. So
What do you want? They just went to the damn Super Bowl, man. What do you want?
So Juju and Bradbury, back to them. What do you think that pulling the move, that commercial is like, Coach, I touched it. It was off of me. Do you think that kind of personality, that play style, that James Bradbury showed there, was like, I did it. It was me. I did hold him. What do you think about that?
I don't know. It didn't really bother me that he said it for real because, I mean, you got 75 cameras. You know, we know what he did. I mean, he held him. So, yeah, it didn't really bother me. He just, you know, what am I trying to say?
He was honest.
Yeah, I guess.
He's a good guy.
But
and you know who
it is
talked
what it
shit
is.
on him?
Who?
You know who buried him on live live TV,
Oh,
live
Juju.
podcast. No. James Bradbury.
Who?
Debo Samuel buried James Bradbury, bro.
I didn't see that.
They were like, so he was talking about if Purdy didn't get hurt, like their game plan, like they were set to expose the Eagles. And this has been a big argument, Eagles 49ers, because 49ers were absolutely going to win that game, of course. Anyways, but Devo Samuels, he's like, we were going to expose them, talking about their secondary. He's like, I got respect for Slay. But then somebody was like, what about Bradbury? They got 2 All-Pros back there. He said, trash.
Oh, no.
No, trash. Yeah, he said trash.
Trash.
So James Bradbury and Juju Smith-Schuster, that penalty has now circled all the way back around to involve the 49ers. And I don't know. I'm sure the schedule hasn't yet come out, but I hope the Eagles and 49ers play next year. I'm so excited for that. I also want to see wherever James Bradbury goes, I want to see him 1v1 with Juju Smith-Schuster the entire game.
That would be war. That would be all-out mayhem.
You looking at the schedules?
Yeah.
I think that, obviously it was a hold there. Him coming out saying it only further asserts that fact.
Did him saying that bother you? I didn't have no issue with it. It is what it is. Like I got called for the hold. I held. Like, what do you want him to say? Oh, I didn't hold. That was BS. We would have won that game. Like, do you want to hear that shit from him?
Don't you make a valid fucking argument. Stop making.
I'm just saying,
argument.
like, that's loser talk. If he does all that shit, he did it the right way. That's
fair. Good for him. Former Panther, great. I say great. He was good for 2 years. Come on back. We love you. We love your bald head.
like if he comes out post game like, oh, I didn't hold, like, that affected, we would have won, like, blah blah blah. Like, you look like a loser,
Yeah, I still think he's a good football player, and I really hope that it doesn't become a James Bradbury's insert word kind of thing, because I think he's a really good football player. Obviously, he's a good guy to admit that.
Right. I mean, it's just how it goes,
Yeah, very fair. All right, let's wrap it up with some anthem, halftime, and commercial talk. First off, Rihanna, pregnant. I was very cautious. Not to say that. Not to say that I thought anything. Love Rihanna, obviously. She performed great.
I called Kelly. I was like, "Is she pregnant? I don't want to be like."
Exactly.
But
we didn't even realize, Bailey and I didn't even realize until like afterwards. We're like,
right.
Oh, everybody's. But she performed great. 150 feet in the air.
It was all right. Halftime show. I just loved last year so much because 50 Cent is like my favorite rapper or just artist. Like, I love 50 Cent for some reason so much.
Wait, do you call him 50 or Fitty?
Fitty.
You call him
That's
Fitty?
my boy. Yeah, I call him Fitty. Sometimes we talk on the phone. I'll be like, "What's up, Fitty?"
All right, continue.
But that was probably like my all-time favorite. So maybe just like coming off of that into the Rihanna one, kind of, I didn't enjoy it as much, but I mean, it was all right. And plus, I was hoping Kanye was gonna be in it. I was literally listening to a song at work today. Oh, what is it? I think it was "Run This Town." Is Kanye in that one?
We're gonna run this town tonight. Yeah.
I was listening to that today at work, and I was like, man, how sick
Jay's
was
in
it?
that song too. I was hoping Jay-Z was coming out. I love Kanye West's music. Let me say that. His music.
Well, yeah. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah. There's no way in hell the NFL is bringing him out, bro. The dude was talking about Hitler a couple days ago.
Yeah.
But
it would have been cool if they would have got somebody in there with her, because like that's that's our type of music that we listened to a lot when we were
Oh,
younger,
yeah,
you know.
bro.
So like we love all them songs, but if they
Every
would
one
have
of
got
those
somebody
songs.
else,
I was shaking my butt, to be honest with you. I was thinking about it.
Bailey
All
was
of her
probably
music.
like, bro, chill out, chill out.
I'm telling you, bro, I dropped that thing down. on to commercials here. Bro, did you, we talked about it a little bit off of this, but the premature electrification shit is my all-time, like, it grossed me out.
Oh, was that like the truck commercial or whatever?
The premature ejaculation
Uh-huh.
joke.
Yeah, that one was pretty funny.
Looking at it now is hilarious. I'm gonna laugh at it for the rest of my life. I was fucking shocked, and disturbed when I saw that shit, bro.
Yep.
What was your favorite?
I like the Bradley Cooper one with his mama. I thought that was cool. It made me laugh. I was just like looking at commercials like that just makes me think like if I was doing that commercial with my mom, you know, like do you ever think like that? Like
I can't think about one mom.
Well, you know, you would have your moms. But like that was probably such a hard, easy thing to do, I guess, you know, because like you're like doing a commercial with your mom, so like that's obviously like he's probably super comfortable, but like how do you actually like, you know, focus? You know,
I wasn't a huge fan of it. I was like, oh, it's cute, but
man, you're a hater.
I like to push the boundaries, bro. The premature electrification pushed all the right buttons. And then the Bush beer commercial also.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
Sarah McLachlan in the tent got my ass so good.
He was like, what do you say? Wrong shelter.
Yeah.
Wrong shelter.
Or just as long as they can push the line into like not like crazy like lewd or offensive or anything like that, but just to like, oh, should you say that? And putting Sarah McLachlan.
Yeah, she was actually in it, which was hilarious.
Yeah, bro, that's amazing.
I heard the song and I thought it was funny right off the bat, but like the fact that she was in it, I was like, oh my god, this is funny.
I didn't know what she looked like, bro. I can't remember it. Was her face even in those commercials, like the actual ASPCA?
So. I want to say yeah, but I'm not positive.
I just remember the sad fucking animals and her voice in the background. If you could adopt one of these dogs today, save their life for just 99 cents.
Them commercials went crazy because they were like always on. Like how long were those things aired for?
I mean, I've saw them my entire life.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, for the most part though, I wasn't real crazy about the commercials either.
I enjoyed it. Obviously, I wish that I wish there was a Budweiser commercial. Or not Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch. St. Louis is very young.
Was there a Doritos one? The Doritos ones always make me laugh. I don't remember a Doritos one.
Yeah, I'm sure it was funny. I just don't remember. So, it didn't give me that good apparently. What do you think about the anthem? Chris Stapleton got up there.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
Amazing. Doritos Super Bowl commercial. Yeah, that was probably Jack Harlow.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the triangle. I remember that one. That was okay. Yeah, Chris Stapleton killed it. That was one of my favorite national anthems. His voice is awesome, and he was playing the guitar like a savage. Like it was all sick. But 10 out of 10 for sure. For
Stapleton. Who do you think did a better job, Stapleton or Rihanna?
Well, Stapleton just had one song. Rihanna was doing the whole damn halftime show.
I think Rihanna's such a good singer, though, man. Back to the halftime show, it was so good, in my opinion.
She can sing for sure. For sure. Did you see the little commercials like before the halftime show of her like Rihanna halftime show, and it was like her hair, like going crazy.
I
You
think.
know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Was that real? Or probably
Was it
not.
moving?
No, it was like literally like a picture of her, but her hair looked like the snake off Monsters Inc. You know that chick?
Oh
Like they
yeah.
had
Yeah.
her hair going like crazy like
Oh
that.
yeah. There's no way that's real. She got snakes in her hair? No.
No. That's not what I'm
Maybe
saying.
I didn't see this then. I lied to you.
Let me see. Rihanna, Super Bowl,
Rihanna hair Super Bowl.
hair. This ain't gonna pull shit up. Yeah, dude, look.
Ah, I found it. Yeah,
You see
that's
what I'm
real.
talking about?
That's real.
That's crazy.
Bruh.
You know what I'm talking about? The chick off Monsters Inc.
Yeah, she's got actual snakes in her hair though.
Well,
They're like
I know that. I've seen the film.
that, well, I thought the picture it was like gonna be Rihanna as like Medusa or something. Like that was gonna be what the picture was. Like, no, Chandler, she doesn't have fucking snakes in her hair.
What do you see the similarities?
Well, yeah, I see it now. It looks real to me. You want to wrap it up, bud?
Yeah,
I think
let's
it's gonna be
wrap
the
it
last
up.
one. Great first
What's the last
episode,
one?
though. That
We
that,
done?
That's it, man. I think
Okay.
we covered it all for the first episode. We got some insights into the future from Mr. Chanman coming to you. Get a little preview into the second episode here. Get this out here soon. You can be watching it on YouTube. You could be listening to it on Spotify. Listen to it on Apple Music or Apple Podcasts. Yeah, tell them, Chan.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like and share, comment, all that good stuff. We're gonna try to get this out on all platforms, and hopefully we could build up our channels that we started. Our next episode is gonna be quarterback predictions, which is gonna be cool, hopefully. And we're gonna have a little deal behind that, so y'all stay tuned.
Chan's gonna
And
have
we'll
to
get-
wax his taint. Just kidding.
I ain't gonna be doing none of that. But we'll be getting episode 2 out shortly. So hopefully y'all enjoyed our first podcast. Might have been a little rough, but we're gonna hang in there and keep doing our thing.
Yeah. All right. Well.
Peace.
Peace.